hopefully everybody can hear me.
Yeah, I'm sure they can.
Yeah?
I can hear you very well.
Okay. Hi, everybody. JD here. And Mike. And Mike's here.
Hello.
And
Hello.
Mr. Brink.
What's up?
And Chan is on the gravy cam.
Chan hands.
And she's back.
I don't know what to do. I'm not sure what to do with my hands. Anyway. Yes.
Oh, it's thick, boy.
It's I'm back.
It's couch time.
And tonight we're doing the couch.
All right. I think Paul's not happy with me because I shamed his BBTS box today.
What's up, guys?
He posted a haul in the Cabal. Oh, look at that. And I was like, that's the smallest BBTS box I've ever seen.
Dude.
I thought they only came in ginormous sizes. I didn't know they made them that small.
It's because you always ship the pile of loot.
That's right.
Yeah, you wait till it gets as large as possible, and then you running down to days. I had to do that. What was that? Monday. Something. I had to do that. I was running down the days, and I'm like, I don't want them to just ship this. So,
yeah.
Hashtag box shaming.
I didn't start using the pile of loot till about a year ago. Because every time I bought some, I was so excited to get it that I'm like, I want to ship now.
Shipped it right away.
Yeah, $4 shipping, and that's nothing.
Nah, not at all.
Yes, Charlotte. It turns out PBTS has boxes that aren't Titan class.
Titan class.
Yeah, I've got a pile of brewing. It's I thought I said I was gonna ship after January ended, and January has ended. I haven't clicked the button yet, but I'm waiting for this one Diaclone thing to show up. And
when the Fan Toys Huff dropped in my pile, I was like, yep, ship, time to ship. That's a cool figure. I wish he had ankle rockers though.
And as you can see, we're down some people today.
Yeah.
Matt has some kind of handicapped accessible bobcat that he's using to remove snow from a parking lot. And yeah, Maya's not here. And so
if there's anybody out there who would like to join us,
yeah.
More than welcome. Come on in.
Let us know.
Send us your pictures and
yeah. You just hit up Brian Brink on Facebook, and I'll shoot you a link over.
Here. Yeah.
We'll let you know how you can jump on in. Don't worry, it's not scary. At all.
No.
Says the lady in the middle of a panic attack.
Yes. So like I hate it when people watch me do stuff like over the shoulder watching me like draw or do anything because I always fuck up.
Breathing down your neck, tickling your ears with their facial hair and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's super tough, you know. And I always mess up when people are watching me do stuff because I'm klutzy as it is, and it takes a lot of concentration for me not to mess things up. I'm like, I'm that weird, awkward girl.
Well,
we got this guy at work who he just sneaks around the job. He walks really quietly, and I'll like feel like this presence behind me. I'm up on a ladder or something. I look around, he's just staring at me. I'm like, dude, what the fuck do you want? And he just fucking smiles and walks away, and like he'll be back like 10 minutes later. Fucking.
That's
dude.
so weird.
I pooped in the tub.
Yeah. What do you want?
That's really
Go
strange.
away. Go play in the street.
I heard that. Wow.
Mike.
So
that's that 12-foot ceiling echo going on right there.
So JD has had the worst farts this week. ever since I've known him. Like
Oh,
in all the years that we've been hanging out and doing stuff together and just chilling.
Too many vegetables.
Holy crap, man.
yeah. Woo!
Oh my god.
She's covering her face.
Give me a second, fellas.
she's over there. Oh my god!
Is it worse than the
my
dogs?
eyes.
Oh my
Burns.
god. They're like the worst farts right now
Dude,
that he's ever.
I don't know what.
I don't
is
know what's going on. It smells like rotten eggs.
It's my colon cancer.
Shut up. It's pretty tough.
It's pretty rank.
So between the dogs and JD, I'm gonna die of, methane gas poisoning at some point. But that's okay for now. For now, I'm here.
For now, we can all laugh at the fart noises.
Yeah.
Our dog
Yes,
likes to rip.
Charlotte. JD shitting himself in real time.
Yep.
Right here for all of you.
Mhm.
But
Hey,
anyway,
Would you guys like some background music?
whatever you want.
Sure.
Let's see
Whatever you
what
want.
these are. Let's see. We got
Okay.
this. No, I'm not feeling that.
That's a little feels sleepy.
Is this courtesy of
This sounds like church music.
Gas Mites?
This is StreamYard music, actually.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh. So we can
No, it's
lo-fi ourselves into
Oh man.
the couch.
I like funk. I'm a funk lover. I like some
No.
funk in my life. There you
Hello,
go.
Eric.
This is the Weather Channel music, Charlotte said.
Anyway,
Oh, hi, Eric. Hi.
and hey everyone out there in Chatland, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yes. I have my monstrous cup of coffee. Look at that. It's already halfway gone.
I kind of dig this one. Let's let it roll for a bit.
Okay. So before I get started with all of my nervousness and anxiety-driven couch building skills, what is everybody working on tonight? Anything? Or are you just watching?
We're all just gonna watch you.
I'm painting up a merman set from Noble Bear.
Oh, cool.
It came as a whole set. It was on sale at one point. It's probably hard to see, but I'm just kind
It's
of.
not that
yeah,
hard
you
to
can
see.
kinda see.
It looks cool. I can see what you're doing there.
I got the got some stuff going on the chest.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
A little bit of a fade. I'm gonna add a little bit more orange in between the yellow and the brown, and maybe a little bit darker brown in the very, very middle. But
Yeah.
it's
It's looking really nice, though. I like
kind
it.
of getting there. It's fun. The detail on these things are amazing. I would highly recommend them.
Your detail's amazing.
Woo-hoo.
As long as you stand 3 feet away at least.
Yep.
What's going on in the shelf gravies lately? I haven't been here.
Oh,
Bullshit
you know.
sessions.
We just been discussing things.
Yep.
Cool.
Music,
Yeah.
movies.
Just kind of putzing
Talk
around.
Talked about Rocky and Rambo and stuff last time.
Nice. Nice. That's good stuff.
Yeah. Chat got pretty involved in that, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Wes said he just got a Batman coffee mug that is heat activated. He'll bring it with him next time.
Nice.
Mine's not heat activated, but it's Wonder Woman. I love it. Brian, what are you doing tonight?
I am getting some pictures from Greg together, but my first shipment of reinforcements from the Four Horsemen arrived today.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And I think this is the last order I placed with them. I placed 3 orders, and they sent the last one first.
They always do that. They do that to me too, every time.
So
Without fail.
I mean, it's supposed to be first in, first out. But I guess that's not what it's supposed to be. So anyway, in this order, this is kind of like the I got a bronze dwarf. Got a couple of those.
Sorry.
Bronze dwarf. Got a couple of them. Because I sold all my other dwarves to Dave, and I was like, well, you know, I guess it's good to have some dwarves at the ready in case you need something.
Yeah.
And I got a Black Knight in here, just a plain old Black Knight.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so I got one of those a long time ago, but I figured, you know, have an extra one just in case. I got the Sir Gerard figure.
That's a cool looking
Very
one.
cool.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to pick one up at Legion's Con, but now I have another. Which is kind of neat because he's got a lot of. This one's got a lot of great accessories, actually. Like, and I picked up a Barbarian Builder because he's got a lot.
Oh,
of
sweet.
So,
The deluxe.
yeah, so one of the things I was hoping, one of the things, I got some orcs, and I really wanted to, you know, I don't do a lot of kit bashing, because, you know, you get these things, I put them together the way they're supposed to go together, and then I put them on a shelf, then I put them in a tote, then I put them back on the shelf, then I put them back in the tote, you know, it's a vicious cycle. And so I figured, you know, with this reinforcement wave, I'm basically picking up stuff that I have gotten before, and I figured I would start just boiling and popping and putting stuff together and see where that takes me. But my orcs are not here, so I don't know if I really want to do that with this particular myriad of figures that I have. So yeah, I don't know. But you know, I looked for a very long time at the pictures of the orc and the barbarian builder, and I couldn't tell if they had the same color armor, but the barbarian builder has sort of like a brownish, metalish, and the orc is like, you know, the regular steel kind of color. So yeah, the colors are gonna clash, but you know what? So what? These guys aren't walking down a runway, you know, modeling for people. So screw it. I'm sure I can figure something out.
Cool. Well, that's lots of fun. Sounds lots of fun. Lots and lots of funs.
What about you, JD? What are you working on?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of playing with motorcycle parts, constructing and deconstructing and breaking stuff, and we'll see what happens. And I got him in front of me again, so we'll see.
Oh, some kind of clown.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll go over and I'll pop this head off and maybe make a mold of this head or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Head molds and such.
Yeah, head molds.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wes says the Red Krampus pre-order is live right now. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah, it went
Like noon, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's at your favorite retailer, and they're pre-orders. They're not. So these are being made to order, basically. So, I don't know when the pre-order would close, but you know, they're not going to run out of stock.
Yeah.
But you can go to your favorite stores, you know, the ones that had those big boxes, sometimes, and you can place your order there.
Charlotte says Red Krampus looks like a high budget 80s movie Satan. It's really funny. Hi EE.
It's not wrong.
What's up? Hi.
What's up?
I got some stuff from EE to show off
Yes.
Oh.
tonight.
Yep, he sent me stuff and I sent it to the chat and then I'm like, wait a minute, isn't he in the chat?
I don't
Wait, is he
remember.
in ours? He's not in
I
ours,
thought he
right?
was. I don't know.
I thought he was. Because he was on once or twice.
Just
thought.
so many. Hey EE, you want to jump in?
Yeah, jump on in.
Yeah.
Tell us all
You
about
don't
what
have
he's
to
doing.
show your face if you don't want to.
You don't have to. No.
Alright.
I'm gonna go grab a couple things. You guys want to talk amongst yourselves?
Alright.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Mhm.
Let me
Chan,
give you a topic.
Chan, don't get all bent out of shape, but I'm putting your hands in the big camera.
Oh! Okay.
Everybody can look at those beautiful tattoos.
There's very colorful things
Yeah.
going on.
Very colorful.
Oh, you got the Ahsoka Stormtrooper in samurai style, and
Yeah.
Ram Man,
Yes.
and the Pac-Man goodies, or Miss
Yes.
Pac-Man.
Well, it's just 8-bit food
Goodies.
goodies. Yeah. Yeah. Cherries and ramens and cupcakes and pizzas and all kinds of things. Yes. It's good. I like it. I am tattooed. E said, sure, send me a link. Send him
Yeah,
a
he
link.
sent that to me as well. So one thing about EE is he likes to spam. So he'll send the same thing to multiple chats, multiple people all at the same time. So he wants to make sure that you saw it.
Hi, Vinny. Hi, Vinny. Hi.
What's up, Vinny?
Anyway. Yeah. Can I tell you one of my favorite things about this tattoo is the little Cloud City part that's like right here in the
It
clouds.
is nice.
Yeah, it's fun. Anyway.
City in the clouds.
The city in the clouds. So, Vinny, we can't wait to see you either. We miss you very much. Hugs from our little brother. Woohoo! So, as you guys can see here, I have this lovely foam couch that JD sculpted and has the magnets glued in for me. Ready to go.
There's
So-
EE.
What's up, everybody? And I am not the spam king, so let's stop that right now.
What's up, Eric?
EE, what are we listening to in the background there?
Yeah, what's going on there?
Listening to what?
Sounds like Jeopardy.
No, I had the Nick game on.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Jeopardy. Let's see here. What would be a good figure to grab so that I can show you guys the scale of this? Any requests? What should I get?
How about a
What do you want? What do you
Yeah. have a mythic?
R2D2?
R2D2 for scale? I don't
Yeah.
know. Does that actually work? Will
Is
it?
there
Hey,
a
real
Marvel
quick,
Legend
before-
nearby?
What about a Baby Yoda?
I have a question before we get into things. Has everybody seen the latest episode of Boba Fett today?
I have not.
Okay.
Yes,
So
I have.
I
have
want
not.
to make sure that I know before I say anything wrong. That's all. Wow, you actually did grab an R2D2. Look at you.
Well, it's R4, but whatever.
All full.
All full. So there you can see the scale. It's a nice reclined position on the couch for R4. Oh. Isn't that nice? Yeah.
So
No, it
this
has
couch
to-
isn't staying together, so it's pre-magnets.
There are magnets. It will get glued together, but it
Oh, it
has
has
to be
to be
in.
glued.
Yeah. These are the only pieces that are magneted. The cushions, as you can see.
Uh-huh.
So they won't fall off. And the material is very forgiving, and the magnets are pretty strong. So wrapping the whole cushion doesn't really matter. But when it's done, we'll have something a little bit like that.
Are you gonna wrap it in black leather?
I'm wrapping it. If you guys remember, last time, the purple velvet was voted on for me to use.
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, yeah. But I haven't forgotten, and here we are. I think the only thing that I am missing is a piece of black material for the bottom of the couch.
You need me to grab?
Do you know what material it is that I need?
Maybe.
No?
That would be a no.
I'll get it. I'll get it. Hold on. I'll be right back.
I also brought you some scale
Sure.
stuff.
Look at that. You can just...
Oh,
Let him take a nap while I go get the black material.
Okay.
all right. How about I have some pictures from Greg that we could show off.
Do it. Get to it.
Let's see this. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, Greg. But
Giving them a bath.
yeah. So let's see here.
Cleaning. Looks like soapy water.
I got some of my childhood Motu stuff from my folks' attic. I got them washed up. I ordered some replacement leg bands because some have floppy legs.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
And yeah, so there they are, getting all bathed. Now, Greg, you may not remember from your childhood, but Ram Man's got a mechanism in there. So, might want to try that out, unless the mechanism stopped working. But he
Spring?
yeah, he goes like this. I think I still have the GIF in here somewhere. There it is. Doing,
Yep.
doing.
Bang, bang. What's up, EE?
Nothing much, man. How you been?
Pretty good. Busy.
That's not a bad thing.
All right.
Working
So,
like a maniac.
so he gave him a bath, and then he's got, I guess, some
Some
swords.
weapons. Yeah.
Mhm.
Someone chewed on that as a child. For
Yeah.
sure.
Did I miss Ram Man and Merman having a bath together?
Yeah.
Yeah, look
There
at
you go.
that.
Happening right now.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
merman,
amazing.
pass the soap.
Loving it. That's a great picture.
And I guess here's everything getting all dried off.
Yeah.
And there's that Orko, and he's got the thingy.
The ripcord.
EE, how are those Knicks doing?
Hey, losing as usual. I'm actually turning it off. I'm done.
Well, you can just mute it. You don't have to turn it.
No, I can't. I can't watch this anymore.
Oh, okay.
God, sounds like me
Is
watching
it-
the Seahawks.
Is that bad?
I can
Yeah,
no
it's
longer
pretty bad.
watch this.
Look at this one. What's this?
travesty
Is this
going on.
was this
There
a
you go.
rock
Yeah.
guy?
That is
Yep.
one of the Rock Lords. Yes.
And there's a guy with suction cup feet.
That's Leech.
Leech.
His name is Leech. He's got the Road Ripper, Mantenna there, a Battle Cat, Trapjaw. Nice little Cyclone. He had another little nice little gimmick. Is that one of the Meorbs too? Right there in the middle with yeah. Yeah.
What is that? Yeah.
Yeah, I had I didn't have many, but I had the Battle Cat, this guy, the what'd you call it, the Ripper Snapper?
Road Ripper, I think they called it.
Road
Or
Ripper.
something. Yeah.
I had this guy and Orko. And let's see, there's another picture. Oh,
There
there's
we go.
more.
Oh.
Let's see. Rio Blast, Spikor, Fisto, Buzz Off, Mantenna. It's a Battle Armor, Skeletor, Manny Faces, a Snake Face, Jitsu Clawful, King Hiss, Sorceress, Clamp Champ, Roboto with no arms.
With no arms.
Mhm.
Snout
Like somebody
Spout,
missing
Evil
something.
Lynn, King Hiss.
What's this?
I mean, that's
Or
Cobra
Khan.
Cobra Khan.
Yeah.
What's this bird? It's like a nemesis bird.
That's Screech.
Yep.
Eric is definitely the authority on Motu.
I had a lot of them.
I knew a few of them.
And
Panther
there's a-
saddle.
a snake man.
There's
Yeah.
Roboto's arms.
Prince Adam's arm.
I know this. I had this. What is this?
That came with Orko.
Did it?
One
I
of his
remember
little
having it.
discs. Yeah, he had a bunch
Okay.
of discs that he came with, I believe.
Someone's cape. And this looks like a
Who's that?
flashlight. A flashlight? Like that's a switch? That's the light, maybe?
Huh.
Interesting.
Nick says he has some Q. I had some Q. I don't know.
Cool.
Like barbecue?
Nick says he has some Q.
Uh-oh.
Someone's listening to the show.
We got
So Eric, what do you think of the Revelations? Do you like that cartoon?
I think
No.
the second half was better than the first half.
Oh.
E, what's this one?
What's that?
That is a
It's like it's too
KO
much acid,
custom something or other. It's definitely not an official Motu figure.
Hey guys, can I get in the bath with you?
It looks like. Oh yeah, so maybe they are like some off-brand.
Greg T said bootleg Galaxy Warriors.
There you go.
Yeah, they made all kinds of bootleg type looking He-Man things back
Have
then. too,
have
so-
anybody have anybody seen the Meet the Feebles? It's like Peter
Can't say that I
Jackson-
have.
It
No.
was like Peter Jackson's first movie, and it's like Muppets but
Discoloration.
Wow.
on crack. So that first character with the wacky horse head,
That's what it reminded you of.
yeah, it's like He-Man meets the Feebles.
Oh,
What happened here?
that
Wow.
That's not-
sucks.
That's not how that works.
Beastman minus a head.
He just like totally muscled his head off there.
Wolfie says he has seen the Feebles.
Yeah.
This is very confusing because, yeah, their heads were squishy, right? Well, sometimes.
Yes.
Greg wants to know how to fix the herpes on Clamp Champ. And Brammer says it looked like a Motu Jeffrey.
Oh,
From Meet the Feebles.
Mm.
So he says they may know how to get this stuff off of him. I guess this discoloration.
oh.
Usually that's like kind of in the plastic.
You're gonna have to repaint that probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those cracks in the paint, that's going to be tough.
No, that's just like the mold.
Are you sure?
Yeah, like so you notice on some toys that are cast like that. Let's see if
Yeah, that picture.
it's usually on Mattel stuff where
one
you can
back really showed those
see
cracks.
it. So like you get the swirly,
Yeah,
like
that.
those swirls and cracks. So that's like they injected the mold, but the plastic started to cool before it actually like melded together.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you get like a seam in it, unless it's actually cracked.
I don't know. Greg says Beastman exploded from the heat in the attic.
Oh.
Charlotte
Ooh.
says it looks like a bedroom toy.
Oh.
Brammer said scuff it.
And Lowell says he's arriving from Sony's live stream. What did Sony live stream about?
Yeah. What's going on there?
All right, and let's see here.
PlayStation 6 has been announced. Nobody can get to 5 anyway, so might as well just get to 6.
So Greg said this was his toy box that he kept all his Motu stuff in. So he rescued this from the attic as well.
Wow. Yeah, clean that up, man. That's
Look,
awesome.
it's got a handle and everything.
Mm-hmm. I dig that.
All right, and
Lowell just said talking about accessories. I guess the Sony live stream. What's this?
This is so awesome.
Oh,
this is something EE made.
Pile of coins.
Yeah, what's up with that, buddy?
That's I sent other pictures. It's part of a dio I made for my shelf. That took a very long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
What are those made out of?
What is this?
So it's a pile of gold coins. So what I did was I flattened some air dry clay.
Oh,
Took the eraser out of a number 2 pencil. And just started making, and just started,
yeah,
poking for holes. Yep.
Yeah.
And under it, it's foam and more air dry clay. Like it's just like one little layer over it. Like I wasn't going to.
Yeah, but that's still a lot of time, man. That's
No,
Oh, yeah.
Hold on a second. You mean to tell me that every one of these things is an individual thing that you glued on here?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Wow, man.
No kidding, it took a while.
Oh my
That,
goodness.
like, he sent me pictures of this earlier, and I was like,
Wow.
holy shit.
Looks like it's partially melted, like a dragon breathed fire on it or something.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that.
Is that what it's supposed to
Holy
be?
shit! Yeah, you can see how small it is now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, those are tiny.
Yeah, wait, did you make more than yeah, so that's the
Yeah,
size of it
there's-
compared to
Wow.
a Motu lady
There
here.
there was 3 pictures.
Damn.
Yeah, and so yeah, it does look like maybe a dragon melted it, right, Mike? Because
Yeah, I
A
think
little
so.
bit.
look where this happens to be.
Mhm.
Oh.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right on.
Heck, yeah.
That's cool, Eric.
Yeah, I had to pop the legs off of the Granamere to get them to fit, but
Yeah, I
So
was
this
gonna
is
say,
Granamere.
Yeah,
Yes.
but that looks
that's
awesome.
Granamere.
Yeah, it does look cool.
Comes out of the well.
Oh,
like
as
how you
well.
did that.
That's what that is. Oh.
Yes, it's not a toilet. It's not a bathroom, Brian.
It's like a pit.
I mean, he's got the reading material, so I just thought that maybe it was.
Right. Right.
Battleground Tila. Is that who that is?
I think so. Looks like her.
Yeah, that's the battleground. Yeah.
Hey man, that looks great. God, that's a lot of
That's
work to make
awesome,
those
Eric.
coins.
Yeah, that's-
wild stuff.
But that's awesome. Like that's a great. That was a great way to do that.
Yeah.
Who's this guy back here?
With the wings or all the way in the back?
This
yeah,
guy,
in the back.
That's a strong gore. I had no place to put them, so I stuck them in the back there.
I bet you're good at Where's Waldo, aren't you, Brian?
I am.
You're always finding stuff in the background.
Oh,
That's cool shit.
Yeah, it
I
is.
love that.
Thanks for sharing.
Fucking pile of money.
hey, Samus on the
Yeah,
couch.
there you go. Figma.
There you go. For scale.
That's a cool figure.
Yes, it is a very cool figure. I like that one. And then we have. See if I can't get him comfy before I stick him on there. We got Deadpool.
Ready to land.
Is that the one that you modified?
There you go.
With the dirty
Yeah.
shorts.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got the poopy pants on.
That's great.
Poopy pants.
I find that hilarious for some reason.
I do too. That's why I did it. Wet farts and dirty pink slippers. Look at them. Ew, crusty. It's Deadpool. You got to make him crusty. You really can't tell, but his underwear have big pee stain on the front. And you gotta see it in person. It's just kind of, it's fun. Anyway.
Talk about leg herpes.
Yeah, right. Gross. Oh, and then here's the little doggy.
Little Marauder's dog.
Sit him on the couch too. There you go.
Kiva-sized dog.
So has Keepa stopped growing? It's been a minute since I've seen him.
No, and he's only like 7 months old or something like that.
No.
And
It's like 9 months.
8 months old. He's not 9 months old.
Sorry.
He's still a baby. I don't know. He's a monster. I don't really know what's going on with that dog. I can't say.
Our dog's around 90.
Well, you've seen Maisie and Otto, so.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think age has a whole lot to do with anything with dogs.
Nope.
They don't really slow
Yeah,
down.
they don't really don't slow down.
That's a good thing, though, Mike. She's got a lot of energy still.
She's beautiful. Okay, so where are you going?
I have to find a screwdriver.
Oh.
It'll fit in here.
Don't leave me.
You got this.
Do I? I don't know.
Yeah,
So as you can see, like I glued this brown piece of material. This will be like underneath the seat cushions. So just like most other couches, I was just trying to think of what you would see on a regular couch. And then when you flip your couch over, 9 times out of 10, there's like this piece of black material underneath it, right? So just to keep with that, I don't really measure. I kind of do it on the fly and cut because I don't know, I'm ridiculous that way. So I'm just gonna cut a little notch there.
Takes all the science out of it.
Well, and then I do this thing where like if you cut a notch in the material on like where it lines up where the weave is in a straight line, you can actually just tear it and it'll tear in a straight line and it'll leave some nice fun frays for that kind of thing.
Fun frays.
Yeah, it won't fray too much, but just enough. Can you see on that?
Yeah, I think we can.
Yeah.
There you go.
So it's just a little bit. And then I'll line it back up. And I'll cut it down here and do the same thing. So there's not a whole lot of like sewing or particulars involved, but if you cut material, right along the weave, straight in, you can do that and not have to worry about cutting a perfect straight line. It'll do it by itself. And then you just pull a couple of these threads out of the way so they don't fall away. And you have a straight line. See?
Very nice.
Pretty easy. It's one of the hardest things I've found is trying to get things perfectly straight, especially at this scale. It seems like it would be easy, but it's not always. Material is very stiff in this scale too.
114 Crispy, man. I haven't seen them in the chat in a long time.
Hey, what's up? So take all these loose threads out. And we'll kind of trim this up so that it's not such long frays.
That's a good idea with the ripping that you just showed, because I've tried cutting cloth like that, even with brand new scissors.
It doesn't work.
Hell no, it doesn't work.
No, and you can't do it with a razor knife or anything like that. You have to have the sharpest scissors in the world to get a perfectly straight cut. And not all materials like tears that easy, but if you have something that's kind of cotton based, it's not hard. It's not hard at all. And when you're making capes and stuff like that, it makes it a lot easier. Like I said, especially at this scale.
I just end up getting frustrated and say, screw this shit, I don't need a cape.
Right, yeah. One of the hardest things about this scale is that the smaller the material gets, the more like paper it is. And it doesn't drape real well or anything like that. So I get really frustrated when I was trying to make capes before. I made clothes for like grown people, you know, like human scale clothing. But whenever you're trying to break down a piece of material to, you know, 1/12 scale, you lose like the fun drapey things that fabric can do. And it just gets really stiff and looks more like a tissue. And it kind of sucks. So. All right, so we're going to glue this down. Actually, I'm probably going to wait to do the black piece. We'll do the purple first. We'll cut a strip of that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wrap the purple the whole way around the edges of this instead of trying to cover the whole thing. So that way we just kind of overlap the brown. And then we'll just barely cover the bottom here. And then we'll overlap the black on top. So it looks like it was stapled on after the fact. Like a couch, like your couch at home. You know, that you take naps on and all that.
Yeah.
Your favorite couch. So this material is going to be really hard to tear because it's got a lot of stretch to it. So if you look, see that?
Boy. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is going to be a little harder to mess with than a cotton-based material. That's another thing, you know, you come to find is that different materials work very different ways for a lot of this stuff. So this isn't like a real velvet. This is like a processed synthetic kind of bullshit polyester. Something or other. Huh?
Faux velvet. Hey,
Faux
Chan, I got a
velvet.
question. Before you cut.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of wrapping it like you've done in the past,
Mm-hmm.
what about like making like a sleeve that you put the thing in? Would that be any good?
Well, no, because I already have this piece on, which is gonna like. So if you take the cushions off your couch,
right,
you got this here, right?
Okay.
Without the magnets, of course. So you have like this. It's like almost a canvas type material that goes underneath your cushions. And sometimes if you have a fold out couch, you'll see this, and then the handle, you know, to pull out from under. So if I made like a sleeve, I don't think it would have the same effect.
Okay.
As looking like a real couch would. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like you can simplify it if you want to and do that. I just tend to I really kind of go overboard trying to make it look real, you know?
Okay.
I probably shouldn't, but I just want it to look like a real couch. So I'm going to attempt to cut this as straight as possible. I'm using the straight edge of the material that was already there off the bolt of fabric. So like this is factory edge, and that'll help me follow that as a guideline to keep it as straight as I possibly can. And then we're just going to cut a nice long piece so we can wrap it. And don't mind me, I'm kind of nervous about doing this on camera. So
Don't worry.
I'm gonna look
Screw
at it.
up. Everyone will see it.
I know.
There you go.
And you guys can make fun of me for like the next year or whatever. We're gonna just kind of eyeball that. It's probably about 1.5 inches, close to 2 inches wide. Like I said, I don't usually measure because it's not necessary. I'm covering up edges, so. You will just take this. So sometimes I cheat because my mat has a measuring, has like a ruler at the bottom of it, so I don't have to bust out any tape or anything. I'm gonna go like that. Like 16.5 inches, something along those lines. So let's run this across the bottom, make sure we don't need to cut it longer. Just a little bit, not much. These mats are like one of the greatest things I ever bought.
I'd like to get one of those one day.
It's not a bad idea to have on your desk because you can cut on it. It like self heals or whatever.
Yeah, I just use old cereal boxes.
They work.
Mats.
They work too. There's nothing wrong with
Yep.
that.
And they're not expensive either, Brian, to get one.
Oh, the
No.
cereal? Depending. Like sometimes it's a sauce.
Are you General Mills or Kellogg or what do you?
Well, whoever makes Cheerios.
Cheerios, fella.
Yeah, I even do the plain Jane yellow ones.
No
too.
kidding.
The yellow box. Yeah.
Really?
It's got to be honey nut. It's got to be honey nut for me.
Yeah, that's good too.
JD likes the cinnamon ones, the oat cluster cinnamon ones or whatever. That's what he always eats.
Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
No, the Cheerios makes like a cinnamon oat something. I don't know. That's good.
Deluxe is here. He loves Transformers. Deluxe, do you love Commanders? That's my question to you.
Do you love the Commander?
How's that going for everybody?
Yeah.
Are we excited about that?
It's not my football team, so I don't care.
I kind of dig it. I kind of dig it.
Sounds kind of like outer space-ish. I
Yeah.
don't hate it.
Well, it's better than the Washington football team, I guess.
They'll always be the Redskins in my mind. Though.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm.
I'm surprised they haven't gone after the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Give them time.
Give them time. The Chiefs, the Braves,
Yeah,
Oh,
the Cleveland Indians.
everybody's fucking offended these days.
Mhm.
Yeah, but like Indians and Braves and Chiefs, those aren't derogatory terms, right? I don't know. Maybe the Braves are. I have no idea.
I don't know.
I can't speak from that perspective.
I was on a bridge job one time, and there was a Native American working there, and there was one of the foremans there called everybody Chief just by habit, and he called this guy Chief, and he made a big fucking deal out of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was lawsuits and shit going on. I'm like, fuck, dude, are you fucking kidding me? So, at least one person in the world is offended by Chiefs.
Well, maybe that's the thing.
I agree with Charlotte. They should have kept it the Redskins, but made a potato as the mascot. That's great. That's a great idea.
The Idaho potato.
Oh man, that could work.
This scaffolding is awesome.
All right.
What
So
are
I'm gonna
you?
get
What
messy
glue are
'cause-
you using?
Foam cure.
Foam cure. Okay. So you don't
yeah,
use like
do
hot
you-
glue for this, right?
No, the foam cure seems to be the best thing to use. And I use my fingers because I don't care about getting messy. If you guys want to use like little brushes or whatever, you go ahead. But I don't give a shit about
Well, is
having
it
messy
very? How
Is it quick
viscous
dry?
Is it?
Does it quick dry?
It's an all-purpose. It's like you have to give it a couple of seconds in open air for it to get tacky. You know, like like barges. Any of you guys ever use barges? Cement glue kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So you have to give it like 30 seconds to a minute on there. You see it kind of shiny. And
Well,
then,
how is it? Is it goopy, or is it very thin, or is it?
It's kind of half and half, but when it dries, it's sort of like Elmer's on your skin, so it rubs off. It's not a big deal. So we're gonna try to make this as even as possible, and there it is. And we have that side on. Just press it in to make sure that the fabric and the glue bond well. There we go.
So I see that you're putting the edge of the fabric on the corner. You're starting on the corner. Does that help with like hiding the seam later, or when you wrap it around?
Yeah. So this will be the back of the couch. This will probably be the front of the couch. Yeah. So this will be the arm side of the couch. It'll connect here. Okay.
Yep.
And I'll be able to pull it up over the corner a little bit because it still has a little give because the material's stretchy. So there's a lot of margin for error. Yeah. So as long as you catch it before the glue is fully dry, you can kind of wiggle things around. And because this material is stretchy, I'll be able to do that anyway as I move through it. And then we have like, oh, look at the little glue bubble on the end of that. Oh, thanks. That's helpful. All right. So we'll spread it around. Let it air for a minute, a couple seconds. And just keep wrapping it. And that's pretty much how I continue to go through it. But the bottom piece of the couch, because this is what's going to sit on the ground, and the seat cushions will go on. It's kind of the easiest part. So I don't have to stretch it around the cushions and do that kind of stuff. And then like with the backing, I have a trick to make it look like it has like a ribbing in it. You know, like that back seam of your couch. Maybe your grandma had like that little rib along the top. See, the glue just came off. Now it just looks like a booger. Ew, glue boogers. Sorry, I'm a kid. What do you want? None of it's too serious, guys. And then there's no sewing involved. There's no needles. There's no thread. It's all just freaking
tuck and glue.
Foam cure and yeah.
Is there any glue left in there?
Yeah, I have to get another bottle. I just want to use up what's left in this one. Because I spread it around, so I don't need a whole lot. Just rub it in. Rub it in, rub it in.
Whoa.
Rub in that glue, baby.
Whoa. Whoa.
That takes a couple seconds. So shiny.
Not a family-friendly program anymore.
I didn't know it was to begin with.
This music we're listening to is called Feeding the Ducks.
Feeding the ducks, huh?
That's right.
That's awesome.
That's good stuff.
Very good. Eric left us.
And he's back.
Hi.
His StreamYard's not phone friendly, so
no.
Yeah.
Not phone friendly. I didn't know that.
Oh, Nick just broke his bracelet.
What bracelet?
Maybe it's his ID bracelet.
Maybe it's one of those save your life bracelets that you hate.
Yeah,
that I hate.
StreamYard destroys like your battery will die.
Yeah,
in like
don't
20
you hate
minutes.
those, or is it
Bracelets that I hate? Wait, what?
Don't you hate those save your life bracelets? Who hates those save your life bracelets? The ones that are like the woven. What are they? It's like some kind of.
Oh, Matt doesn't
Cord.
like those. They have the
That's
the
not-
parachute cord stuff.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh,
I always
paracord.
forget.
That's a big
The
old surprise
paracord.
there.
You don't say.
I tell you, Matt's on that bobcat right now plowing that thing, and I bet he could use a parachute cord rope
See?
to save his
Yeah.
life right now.
Yeah. Don't knock it. You never know.
He may have driven that thing into a ditch. Now, speaking of people who aren't here, as some of you who frequent our shows may have noticed, one Chat Wingingham hasn't been in our chats since last week.
Yeah.
So
Where's
he's,
our buddy at?
I know he's been ill, but we haven't heard from him. So
Well, I heard from him today.
oh, did
good.
you?
Yes.
Good.
I hit him up Monday after I noticed he wasn't in the chat again. And I didn't hear anything until today. And the only thing he said, he's like, just been in the hospital.
Oh man.
Oh,
That
boy.
sucks. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, that's
That's
what I
awesome.
said, and he didn't say anything back. So maybe he's home. I'm just readjusting. Or,
I hope he's resting and I hope he feels better.
yes.
Because that
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hospitals are no fun.
No. Mm-mm.
So now I'm just smearing glue around the top, like this will be the bottom, of course, but around the edge where the purple is overlapping. Like I said, this is all just
Do you have
gonna-
to put that black fabric on there, or did I miss that part?
I didn't yet, but I will.
okay.
I cut it out so
Oh, it
it's
goes
ready
on
to
last. It goes on
go.
last.
It goes on
Goes
after
on
I do
top
this
of
part.
it, yeah.
Aha. Okay.
Yeah. So we're just gonna press this down.
Just like in real life.
Yep. As we go the whole way around.
You build a lot of couches in real life, there, Mike.
I've sat on a lot of couches. I consider myself a couch expert in that regard.
There you go. That's why
You are a couch connoisseur.
couch connoisseur.
Pretty good with our remote control too.
All right.
Wow. Well,
That takes
My
skills.
wife might have a different opinion on that.
I have
So
to get
here's
it.
the black piece. See?
There it is.
So the purple just covers up around the edges, and this is why I don't make a sleeve. This is why I just do like a thick ribbon piece of fabric around the outside. And it doesn't have to be perfect here. You know what I mean? It's just gonna have to be perfect in other places. Another reason why I rip the black fabric the way I do to ensure the fact that it has like those straight lines. So we're gonna dab glue all around here.
So Matt Billings here in the chat. He wants to start making dioramas for his shelves. So he's been watching the things we've been doing here, and watching some of Bobby's
His
dio
stuff?
videos.
Nice.
Bob the Builder.
Yep. And Matt says he doesn't have an artistic bone in his body, and he
You
can
don't
never
need it.
draw.
You know, it's not about knowing how to draw.
Yeah,
It's
just
just
fun.
understanding how things work together, you know.
Yeah.
So he says he's intimidated by going out and getting the supplies like the foam and paint and stuff. And I'll tell you one
That's
thing,
the easy
Matt.
part.
You know, I wait for those every once in a while. The what is it, the Michaels or whatever? They got one of these things where it's like almost half price on some stuff, and I'll go through that whole store and you'll get lost. And you know, you can buy paintbrushes and stuff pretty cheap. The foam, I've never bought any foam, but I suspect it's not too expensive. But I guess you could just
No, I mean you can buy 2 foot by 2 foot pieces at
For like $5.
Yeah, they're like $5.
So we're gonna attempt
So
to
what do you-
center this.
What do you think? You just you buy some, just cut some up, put some
Just-
paint on it, see how it works, and then
So-
be like, all right, I got that
I
far.
mean, if you're watching and paying attention to all these different videos, and there's lots more out there that you can
Yeah.
use to your advantage as well. just I don't know,
Nice.
cut some small pieces and just practice what you're doing. Like if you're doing brick, just practice the brick.
Looks good, Jan.
Thanks. So it's gonna be little fuzzies or strings of glue here and there, but they pop right off. And funny thing is, I take a lint roller as things dry and just like lint roll the worst of it off. But you see how it doesn't matter how perfect the purple fabric was cut. That's
Right.
Yeah,
the
all
black
hides.
fabric is straight. So that's really all that matters. And now that bottom base piece is pretty much done. There's no feet yet or anything. We're just gonna work on, the cushions and the outer materials of the couch first. So now we're back to the spot where these bottom cushions, oops, I had that backwards. Doesn't matter. We're gonna go on the couch. So when you lift them off, you have that brown centerpiece. So really at this point, all I'm going to do is I'm going to check to see how the fold is to make sure that fabric is fairly straight around the edges, because you don't want it to look too wonky when you take the cushions off the bottom. But let me get
Yeah,
a
so
little bit this
Matt
glue.
thanked everybody for the advice. Yeah, I say, you know what? You're never gonna get it perfect on that first try. Like, you're not gonna paint. What is it? What's a famous painting? Come on.
Picasso?
Mona Lisa?
You're not gonna-
Mona
Mona
Lisa.
You're not gonna do the Mona Lisa on the first shot. So, yeah, man, just
I mean, even with what we do, it's like what we might envision is not going to be exactly what comes out.
No.
Do you know how many I have tossed and trashed halfway through?
Well, I was about to say, you'll post stuff and be like, dude, look at this. And everybody's like, that looks great. And then, like, the next week, people are like, hey, how'd you make out on your dial? And you're like, oh, I threw it in the trash. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad. I'm pretty bad.
Well, you gotta attempt new things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, see, I got to see. Problem is, I got to stop watching JD and Chris. That don't look like what JD and Chris does. This don't look right. Try again. Let me try again.
And that's all you gotta do. Keep trying again.
I really like that dial you built for the Hellfire Club. That turned
Yeah,
out
that one
really
came
good.
out.
Yeah, that looked really, 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 really good.
Mm.
Yeah.
So let me tell you something about EE. He created an entire bar where he created miniature wood for the hardwood floor.
Mhm.
Like, can you think about the
Oh,
painstaking
yeah.
work that is?
I
And then
remember
he
that.
didn't like it and threw it out.
Yeah, I never finished it.
I remember that. Like, holy crap.
Don't throw it away.
Yeah, don't throw it away.
What'd you do? Use popsicle sticks? You had to stain all the popsicle sticks?
Yeah,
and
I had
glue 'em
to
all?
cut them. Then I actually used like a real hardwood floor stain and
Nuts.
That's nuts.
That's what I did up there.
Mhm.
trial and error.
Final Fantasy one. I did the church floor.
The little dojo you built, like, for the turtles? I
Yeah,
think? Yeah, that one was fucking really cool, too. That was probably one of my favorite ones you've done.
or the dojo one for the Star Wars guys.
The samurai Star Wars guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
That was
Nisho.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of that.
Maybe
One.
that's
That
what
was
I'm
really
thinking.
good.
That was just a placemat.
Those are those bamboo placemats you can buy at like the at-home store
Yeah,
for like
like
50 cents a piece or some shit.
Fucking dollar store.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, right now I'm just trying to figure out different ones for all my shelves at this point. Like I did one for like the He-Man shelf and one for the Skeletor shelf. Those are done already. You guys saw the Granomir one earlier. Yeah, shelf by shelf. Try to figure out how I'm gonna do all this.
That's all you can do. One shelf at a time. And here's the other thing, like you should practice different textures and techniques with different textures, because like Charlotte said about the foil balls, you can use foil balls. We found broken bricks.
I like the broken brick too. I like the broken brick better. I found this like perfect little piece that I can just roll it.
We have broken concrete because it has little pebbles in it. That works really well too, and just gives different types of textures. It's fun to try different things. Like that's my favorite part about doing this stuff is just like trying different stuff, figuring out new things.
Yeah, and I constantly usually like when I'm working, if I'm not watching a movie or a show during work, I have somebody's diorama thing on YouTube going on just to see what they do.
That's cool. We usually watch cartoons when we build diodes.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, we're watching whatever. He-Man, Thundercats, Naruto, Dragon Ball, anything. Doesn't matter.
Jesus Christ.
What are you doing over there?
Trying to get the seat off so I can pull this apart.
What are you working on over there, JD?
He's tearing apart the Batman bone bat cycle thing.
Okay.
So he's tearing it down to do something else with it.
Gotcha.
McFarlane.
I need this wheel off so I can get rid of that the bat symbol, like what I did here.
Gotcha. I've seen a lot of people starting to customize these bikes in different ways.
But the glue on this shit is so fucking ridiculous.
You try heating it up?
The seat itself is like...
So, JD, you sent this
like
just
Mythic
now.
Legion's plastic is like just crumbling. Huh?
You sent this.
Yeah.
Oh,
so that's like the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's just balsa wood,
Yeah, that's just balsa wood, and I just cracked it apart and
stained it with wood stain. Just, that's the other thing. It's kind of fun to find things around your house that you can use to make stuff too. Like how to, if you know how to work with tools at all, you can figure out how to make things look pretty awesome. Like some of the brickwork we use, we actually like put, spackling in between them.
Yeah.
Just rub it in there so that it, it looks like after it's painted, it looks like brick.
So I'm interested in this floor. So these aren't cubes you paste. Did you? How'd you do this?
Just how I would do everything else. I just cut the grid into the floor and then just
with an X-Acto knife.
Yeah, with an X-Acto, and then I ran a ballpoint pen through the slices, and then I sat there and picked it.
But like, I might. I don't know. Maybe
that's an
maybe
old
it's
one.
The angle.
That's one that needs to go in the trash.
But to me, it looks like you see how the tiles aren't exactly lined up, or are they lined up and it's just the angle? Because I kind of dig this. It looks like a shoddy tile job,
He's saying he wants to throw that one out, and that's one of my favorites.
I'll throw that out.
What is this, by the way? What are these figures?
From Final Fantasy.
That's the Play Arts Kai figures?
Yeah.
Are those the newer ones? Or
they're like 9-10 inches. Yeah, some of them are newer.
Because I know they redid the Tifa from the new game. And
yeah, so I got that. Waiting for some of the other ones to come out. I have 2 of them on the way. I have Reno and Rude.
And they've been slow with these, right? Yeah,
kind of, but like that's okay. You know what I mean? At $150 a pop, it's okay. They can take their damn time.
So there's the base of the couch, right? It's got to dry a little bit, but let's throw some of these on here so you can kind of get the idea where we're going.
So, Chan, I have another question.
Sure.
So I saw how you wrap that entire piece, and yeah, I'm assuming you have to wrap all the pieces. And so will they still glue together?
Yes.
Okay.
This foam cure stuff is super amazing. It will glue pretty much anything together, which is one of the reasons why I use it for this. I've even used it to glue wood to fabric and all kinds of stuff. So I highly recommend this foam cure stuff if you're building dios, because it does act like an all-purpose cement, because you do have to let it air out. So like when I do glue this stuff together, I'll put glue on both sides and let it sit for like 30 seconds to a minute. And then when you put it together, it makes a permanent bond.
And it doesn't take a long time to permanently dry?
No, not at all.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. And it's the same company as the super glues that we use. Like the store that we bought it from put their little sticker on here, but it's
it's the Bob Smith
Industries foam cure.
Oh, Robert. Yeah, I heard him.
Bob Smith Industries, I've bought it off of Amazon. I think that Hobby Lobby carries it, but I found this hobby store that has online stuff. Like you can buy it online and they'll ship it out. It's called Hobbytown. So hobbytown.com is where I bought the foam cure from. It was the cheapest price I found it, and they shipped and I had it within like 3 days. They're on top of their game, that place.
Hobbytown.com, never heard of them.
Yeah, it took me a minute. I did some Googling to find them because I wanted to get it as soon as possible and find the lowest price. So, and then here's the Instacure super glue that we use. And then there's Instaset, all Bob Smith Industries. Highly recommend this stuff.
Yeah, I'm tired of using hot glue.
And who made that foam cure stuff? Was
Bob
that
Smith Industries.
Okay.
And they make this. They also do the Instacure, all the super glues and the Instaset spray, because like when you super glue, sometimes you have to hold it for a second. But if you spray it with this Instaset, it's like bam, already ready to. You don't even have to touch it after that.
Activities and crafts. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Let's see what they got in here.
The Hobbytown was probably one of my favorite sites I was on too, for like just craft related products in general. So I do most of the Googling in the house. All right, I'm gonna cut that extra piece off. It is the fabric, because another tip with fabrics and you're playing with them. It's very frustrating when you have like the factory edge has this like weird stippling in it, and it's usually really stiff and it's full of holes. Can you see all these little tiny holes?
Yeah.
Ooh. You see that?
I know what you're talking about too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like double set holes. Like there you go. See them?
Yep.
You want to stay away from that. It's where the material, they actually have prongs that hold the material so that they can put it on bolts. So that's where like the prongs went through the material. Stay away from that edge. It's not fun. Okay, so the bottom's done. We got our black on it. We have our tan material up underneath it. There's where the cushions are gonna go. I'm gonna wrap these cushions next, okay? And I'm going to show you guys a little trick in process.
Oh.
Because I have to let this dry.
She's getting tricky.
I'm showing you my tricks here, guys. All right. So this stuff is Florist Wire. All right. And this Florist Wire is actually wrapped with like almost like a felt or like a floral tape. It's kind of fuzzy, so it's not just wire. It has like some material on it. And what we're gonna do
Is that only used for the fake florist stuff? Fake plants? Or
Most
do
of
you
the
use it for
time,
real
yeah.
plants?
I mean, they do use it for real flowers too. If you get like something in a mug or something like that, they'll, wrap a stem with it to ensure that it has some stability before they put it in that green foam stuff in the bottom of like the coffee mug or whatever that you buy your flowers in for your mom.
Best mom ever.
So,
Kiba.
did Kiba just fart? I'm gonna die.
He's right under me.
Guys, I'm gonna die. Methane poisoning. Please save me. Send oxygen. Please. All right. So here's my florist wire. I'm gonna cut a strip of material as long as a florist wire. You do not have to use velvet. I've used all kinds of other materials, just so you know. I even cut up a pair of stretchy pants that had like floral patterns on them and made a couch out of that. That was fun. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on material. You can just go to Goodwill and buy some like old lady pants and cut them up.
Yeah, man.
Like Kim would skin me alive. I took some of her running shorts and cut them up.
Well, if she ever goes to her closet and says, I'm getting rid of this stuff, you can kind of go, I wonder if I could make a couch out of that.
Yeah.
Or a chair. You don't have to make a couch. All right, so now.
Hi there.
Hey,
Whoa.
what's up?
Hi there.
How you doing?
Oh. That sounded kind of sexy.
Yeah.
What was that?
What's going on there, guys?
Okay, so I'm gonna run glue all along this very bendy metal piece of florist wire. Okay. And it's gonna be a messy situation. Yeah, I kind of want to know what that was. Are you guys playing a game or something? I want to know.
Oh, it was just a stupid ad on my came across my Instagram feed.
Hi there.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Instagram
Want to be
feed,
Insta famous?
YouPorn, whatever.
You can be like me and show your boobs and butt to everybody, and then we can put it in this filter and like totally make them look real.
All right, so I'm getting a nice bead of glue all over that lovely piece of wire. And I'm actually gonna rub it in a little bit. Ooh, rubbing it,
She's rubbing it.
getting the gooeyes.
Whoa.
All right, so
I'll be back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Sorry.
there it is, all covered in glue.
Wait till you're done.
We're gonna try to keep it as straight as we possibly can. Not gonna be perfect, but close enough. Rub the glue off your fingers so you get the nice boogers.
Gloobers. Charlotte called them
Yeah.
gloobers.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Beep, 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 beep.
And if you're sensitive to glue smells and things of that nature, math's right. You know, you can use a mask if you feel like it. It's not really that potent, in my opinion. All right.
Yeah, I should
and
probably
then-
wear masks a little more often than I do.
I think he's talking about the farts.
Oh yeah, send them my way. Yeah, please. I'll take them.
Very
So
well be talking about farts.
here we go. I'm gonna fold that up, cover it, make sure it's fully covered, and then it's the whole way into the material. You don't want any material on the outside of that fold. You just want the wire on the outside of the fold. And after that, it's still a little tacky. The glue will seep through material, so try not to squeeze too hard, but sometimes you gotta squeeze a little bit. You know, squeezing the Charmin and such.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to cut some excess off so that we have like a 1/2 inch maybe, not even, to mess with. Because you don't want it to get too bulky underneath the material.
You just gave me a good idea for a posable cape.
Ah.
See, you don't have to sew things all the time. Okay, so there's our excess. Here's our bendy wire inside the material. And it's almost completely dry already. Yay!
The
fun part about this is going to be lining it up. Because what we're going to do is we're going to bend this around the cushion so that it has that ribbing like you see on furniture seams.
I thought you were going to say condom.
See that edge now?
For her pleasure.
Of course. And then I take it to the end of the back here. I don't wrap it around where the zipper may be in my imagination on the cushion.
Got you all flustered over there.
And I take my lovely wire snips here and I just cut it. And I have to take the scissors to cut the material because the snips don't cut the material that well. And then we have this edge to hide seams with. So when I wrap the material around it, this will hide a seam because it has that little bit of a rib to it. And I can trim even more of the material off, and especially where I'll have a corner or something. I usually cut like a little triangle out so there's not too much overlapping. Fling! The project room is usually full of plastic bits or metal stuff just flinging all over the place. It's very dangerous. Mm-hmm. Hi!
Don't walk in there with bare feet.
I mean, we do clean up in there fairly often. Hi, how are you?
Okay, I just made myself meals.
Very good. Nothing like some ramen in your day.
I eat ramen every day.
Every day.
That's because Elijah bought her ramen for Christmas.
And then he brought me a whole box from work.
Yeah, because they had like a pallet of it at work, and they were just letting the employees take.
And not even a few weeks before that, Mom bought me a whole box of chicken ramen.
It's just a lot of ramen floating around in here.
It's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Well, you got enough of it.
Yep.
Okay, so let me see what I got going on here.
Everybody ate, by the way.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you.
That was nice.
Yeah, what you said. Now it's your turn. Alright, so I'm just gonna cut a nice chunk out of here.
JD, how's it come with that wheel?
Yeah.
Okay.
You okay over there?
Yep. I got this thing completely apart. And I got the wheel off.
All right.
I got the seat off, and there was a hole, well, there was a screw under the seat, and then there was a whole mess of screws holding this thing on. and I'm trying to pull it off. So good thing I
other plans.
Yeah, good thing I had
Well, and you didn't break anything, right?
yeah.
No, there you go.
Again,
Look at that.
I broke the handlebars trying to get the handlebars off.
Nothing broke.
So now I'm just cutting up this beer tab thing, and thank you, by the way, Brian.
You're welcome.
What did Brian do?
He brought these.
Oh, the beers.
the beer
Yeah,
tab
that's
things.
right.
Oh, yeah. Look at me.
You're helping out.
Between,
Sure.
I guess, you and Dust. Well, Dust always has like Coors Light stuff.
Sometimes.
I'm gonna say it's Brian because he always brings the fancy stuff.
Yeah. Fancy beers. Okay.
Support those local brewers.
Yeah.
I should probably go get a different thing and glue because this is
This thing.
Grab one.
super slow pouring out of here. I'll go get it.
Oh, okay. I'm almost around this thing. You could keep going where you're going, and then I could go get it.
You're okay. I need the glue, so.
I don't know about you guys, but this music's giving me a boner.
Oh yeah.
No, not really. It's all.
Needs to be longer. Need a.
Is it real short? You just
Yeah.
keep looping it.
I think so.
It's very mellow.
Yeah.
I don't think people have like 3-hour podcasts.
Let's try this one.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, why am I on this screen?
So, see?
More
Bob Smith Industries. There it is. Look at that. Brand new.
Hey, look at that guy.
Yay! Let me just take it right out of the package.
Oh, whoops. That's going to go on the other side.
Yeah, I just watched the Halo trailer for like the 1,000th time.
Oh yeah, you
Really?
excited?
So
You
good.
excited?
Yeah. Until
You've
they
been
disappoint
playing-
me, but yeah.
You've been playing,
Infinite, yeah, I'm almost done with it. I'm
yeah.
almost finished the campaign. I took a break for a little bit, but yeah, I'm almost done.
When are they gonna let you co-op that?
So this is still technically season 1 with their online stuff. I think they said season 2 is
Oh,
when
okay.
it's supposed to come out. So basically 6 months they said after it released.
Hmm.
Very disappointed they did that, but
Yeah, me too.
I mean, they've been releasing pieces and parts of the game. You know what I mean? We even got like the multiplayer like way early,
yeah.
so I can't complain. Not that I was really playing much of the multiplayer.
I've never, I mean, I'll play it if people want to play it. Like, or like, hey, let's all get on and play Halo. Sure, but it's not something I particularly enjoy per se.
I would very much enjoy a Realm Halo night.
That could be fun.
Yeah,
That
see,
would
that
be
yeah,
pretty
that's
awesome.
yeah. I mean, Halo multiplayer in and of itself, I've never been a big fan of it. I've always preferred like multiplayer, like Call of Duty and things like that. But
All right.
yeah, no,
I'm not a fan.
we need more Realm game nights.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys
agree
play
with
on
that.
Place or Xbox, right?
Well,
Yeah.
a lot of it now is cross compatible.
I got
Like
a
if you got
PlayStation
Call of Duty for like PlayStation, you can play with someone on Xbox now. Halo, obviously, it's Xbox only.
Yeah.
So, material is pretty forgiving, so you can stretch it fairly well. So even if your seams are a little short or your material is not quite wide enough, you can still stretch it out over the edges, and it works. I'm gonna have to recut this piece though. I think I cut it too short.
Oh.
I get nervous on camera. I'm gonna mess up. Yeah. Look at that. See? Very forgiving.
You're
What? Am I blurry?
yeah, trying to.
That's okay.
Just remind me, I did not get my Mythic Legions yet.
No?
I got mine today. Well, one order today.
I got my notification saying it's on the way.
I haven't even gotten that.
One of them. Like you said, Brian, it was the last order that I made
Yeah.
first.
It's a small order, so I'm pretty sure they'll leave me for last.
I don't think that's how it works.
I don't think that's how it works, yeah. That doesn't sound right.
I didn't order any.
I didn't either. I haven't ordered mythics in a little while. I really am kind of disappointed I missed the Krampus one. I would have liked to have had that one.
Oh, really?
Didn't they put them up on BBCS today, or is that a different?
Yeah, the
It's a
red one, the new
red
one.
version.
So what you're saying is, if somebody got an extra of the first one, you might be interested.
I would be interested, yes. Because that looks really cool. And I like the whole Krampus story and all that. I think it's pretty awesome.
This lady.
What? Did I?
Krampusing it up.
It's a cool old school, like, creepy ass story.
Yeah, Matt really
You know?
liked that. He was definitely on board too. I haven't opened
Yeah.
one yet.
It surprised me. Matt's a big Krampus fan.
So my one cousin has been doing some research into family history, background stuff. And there's a possibility that we might be related to like Romanian gypsies.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Krampus.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, we're totally related to Krampus.
Krampus is my granddaddy.
Romanian gypsies.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Gauchos. Right?
That is kind of
Gauchos.
It is weird. I didn't know. My grandparents never talked much about our family background. And there was always some bullshit going around that we were like there was a lot of Indian stuff going on in our background, like American Indian, something or other, Pawpaw Indian, blah blah blah, Blackfoot and all this. And she thinks that they were lying about it because she's been researching stuff. So we'll see. So really awesome thing that happens when you start pinching these corners is the glue makes a seam all by itself, which is a really cool thing to have happen. Because then I can just take the scissors and cut right along the folds, and it looks just like a seam.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's like it makes the material bond to itself on the inside. So I usually give it a couple of seconds to find that bond and pinch it. You know, you can use tweezers to pinch it if you don't have fingernails. I try to keep a couple of fingernails. And then I just take the scissors right along that pinch. And just kind of like roll the scissors down along the material.
Yes.
And then you just pinch right there, and you have, is it clear enough? And it's just together. Like you can't even really see where it
all tucked in.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And if you get any glue on the outer material, you can just take an X-Acto knife after it's all dry, like after a day of it just sort of setting and curing. You just take an X-Acto knife and it'll scratch any chunks of glue right off. So if you get messy, and I am a little bit, it just cleans right up. So we're gonna do the same thing there. Look at that. Done.
Nice.
Seam. So that makes it very easy when you don't have to worry about. That's another reason why I love this glue, because you don't have to stress out too much about seams and folds and stuff like that. And I've tried to fold the material, but it gets too bulky, and then it's just it's really messy then. It just looks sloppy. And nobody likes a sloppy couch. So I'm going to cut some excess off the edges here so that I can get that ribbing on there. And we're going to take it and we're going to glue it right here. That way it ends up looking just like that edge.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I see.
See?
Look at that.
So I'm gonna run another bead of glue all around the edge of this. There's a lot of glue, man. This is really just a lot of glue and a couple minutes of patience, you know?
Yep, just taking your time. Any of this stuff, you just take your time.
Smear the glue so it's a nice even layer. Give it a couple seconds. Take our ribbing. It's gonna be messy. Just be prepared for a little bit of a mess. It's kind of like playing with glue when you're in elementary school, though, because you know you just get it all over your fingers and make boogers out of it later. So, see that?
Yeah, that looks great.
And it's on there. That glue works really fast. There it is. And then we're just going to take this piece of material and cut it out so that it fits inside the ribbing and glue it down.
Boom.
Like I said, it's just a little bit of patience and a little bit of cutting, and the magic, I think, is in the glue. I'm telling you. I'm not really that magical.
I disagree.
Sure you are.
So, like, you see how when I cut that one, you can see a little bit of that pink foam through there? You can actually just kind of stretch it back out and push it together, and the glue will pull the seam shut.
One advantage to stretching material, I suppose.
Yeah. And most material will stretch a little bit, you know, like some of it's a little less forgiving than others, but you can pretty much make a couch out of almost anything. So
Matt says you're a seamstress. Looks like a real couch.
thanks.
I actually have to get a new couch.
Why?
Well, I don't necessarily have to. Anyway, I got this couch back in 2012, maybe, and it's like one of those faux leather couches. So the leather's like actually peeling off of it, which is fine because I just put a cover on it, which is so whatever. but it's one of those ones that has the recliner on each side, and it's got a middle seat, right? So it's a 3-cushion couch.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, a couple weeks ago, I was sitting on the middle cushion, and all of a sudden it just like sank to the floor.
No.
Oh,
And
that
like
sucks.
so the other seats are fine. Actually, the recliner on one, you can't recline it because the plastic latch broke off. But I never really used the recliner anyway. But now I can't lay down on the couch because it's like the middle is sunken. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm not sleeping in front of the TV anymore. Oh well.
Most important couch quality right there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, can you nap on it?
Yeah, that's how my couch is with the 2 recliners on each end.
Yeah.
But that's how I nap it. I just pull out the recliner.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. But it's like I flipped the couch over and Chan, you know that black thing you have on the bottom? It's like I got that on the bottom of my couch. But I'm like I was kind of poking around up there. I'm like, I can't see how the middle of the couch just like fell down. Like I don't see where it bolts on or anything like that. I'm just like,
that's certainly weird.
What the hell?
How very strange.
Yeah, he's just telling me something I need to buy a new couch.
So, are you gonna go to a furniture store and look for a new couch? Is that how you do that?
Yeah, I guess it's how I would do that because I want them to take the old couch away.
Mm-hmm. I bought our couch online, and that like weird, really huge chaise lounge chair that's weird in the living room. I bought them on a website called One Stop Bedrooms. And it's like this furniture discount website, but they offer like white glove delivery where they put your stuff together for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got my couch from Bob's.
Bob's Discount Furniture. Woo-hoo!
It's not a discount.
no.
Don't believe the hype.
Don't believe the hype. Okay.
Either.
No?
He's calling me right now.
Someone's calling.
Gort is calling.
You answering it while you're on? Go ahead.
Gort's
Hi,
calling.
Gort.
Oh, you want to
No,
talk
I am
about
not.
Boba Fett?
Probably.
Let's talk about Boba Fett. Yep.
No spoilers.
I haven't talked to him for a minute. I
I
wonder
didn't
how
watch
he's
it
doing.
yet.
Miss that kid too. Miss all you guys,
Miss
man.
everybody.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I barely got to see you guys at a TFCon this year.
Well, we were
Wow.
only there for the day.
SoloCon is beginning of March. Anybody going?
Yes, I think we're going.
Okay.
That is the early plan right now. So, a couple more
Vinny will
weeks.
be here from like the 20. When's the end?
Of February?
Yeah.
Is this a leap year? I don't think it is.
You know what? My calendar's right in front of me.
So
Let's see.
yeah, he might be here from like the 28th to the 3rd, and then
Coming
he's
up?
driving home, and then he's
Vinny.
yeah.
No leap year. No leap year.
Oh, yeah.
Not this year.
He'll be here the end of February. Very beginning of March. During the week.
Yeah.
Because I think JD's working on his tattoo.
Yeah, he's on vacation, and he wanted to make sure he got some more work done, but he, more importantly, he wanted to come hang out. Last time he was supposed to come down, his freaking car broke down.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Vehicle problems suck.
Yeah. And he has bad luck with that, too.
Yeah.
So I hear. Again, smearing glue. Getting it all along the edge of that ribbing so it stays down. Trying not to get too much on the magnet itself that holds the cushion to the base. Yes, I'm making fart noises with my mouth. Sorry. Just give it a second because that is some sticky ass glue right now.
It's foggy out here.
Oh yeah? It's supposed to be like 50 degrees here tomorrow. I'm serious, during the day. Isn't it? And then it's supposed to snow over the weekend or some shit. Is that right?
I did not know. I haven't checked
Really?
yet.
Me and AccuWeather are good friends. I love watching the radar. I wish I would have been a weather person.
No more snow. No more snow.
Yeah, I'm done with that bullshit. I'm ready for summertime.
You get a lot of snow out there?
No, we just had like 1 or 2 dumps, but it just for an area that has a lot of rain and a lot of snow, people sure don't know how to fucking drive in it. Everybody's heads go right up their ass as soon as it starts raining, and snowing is like you see more 4-wheel drive trucks in the ditch than any regular car because I got 4-wheel drive, I'm gonna go fucking hauling ass. I got 4 power wheels out of control instead of just 2, and off they go.
Yep.
But no, it's just when we have to work outside and it's snowing and crap, it really sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, even though it's a loose edge, I'm just going to press it into that rib. Oh, there's some nice glue strings there. So we just take that edge and push it in. You can use an X-Acto knife or tweezers or whatever just to ensure the fact that that material tucks in behind that piece of metal that's wrapped in the material. And you have a mock edge. Nothing super hard. Just a little concentration.
Nice.
So there it is. And there you have the first couch cushion.
That looks good, Jan.
Thanks. And you have your nice ribbed edge. So even though it's still drying on the bottom, you can still put it on here so you can see how it will look.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
So we'll take this and get everything kind of smushed together so you can see where we're headed. And when you're cutting out the foam and shaping it, like as you can see, like JD shaped it so it looks like it's been sat on for a long time. It's an older couch, you know, whatever. You have your dents in there and all that. Mm-hmm. But you want to make sure that the cushions aren't tight together. See how it looks kind of loose?
Yeah, like don't sculpt them
so they butt up against each other tightly.
Zero tolerance.
You want to give room for the material to actually sit.
Oh yeah,
it'll get tight. It will. So
that's a good point.
And then, like I said, you lift off that cushion, and there's your bottom of your couch. You know, it has that look, but the cushion's completely wrapped, and the magnet still works.
Nice.
Yeah. Just one step at a time. It's not a grueling process. It just takes, you know, a little, you just got to give it your attention for a minute. But if you're getting ideas for me doing this, like ideas for capes and stuff like that, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And
yeah, those wires, that's definitely, I'll be coming back and watching this video again when I get to doing that.
Well, again, here's the wrapped wire, and it's glued in there. You can't pull that seam apart. It's in there, and you can bend it any way you want.
It hides really well too. I mean, you can't tell.
And I've found out that the florist wire that is wrapped in, it looks like florist tape. It almost looks like it's already wrapped in some sort of material. I don't know if I can really zoom in on it very well. Probably have to do something like that. There you go.
It's
See how
like
it looks kind of felty?
Yeah. Is it like a green paper almost? That's almost
Sorta,
like it's
yeah.
kind of like waxed or melted.
Yeah, it's
on it
like
or
twisted
something.
around it.
See the end?
Yeah.
Yeah. But because it is wrapped with some sort of a material and it already has like a texture to it, the glue seems to grab it so much easier than just trying to glue a piece of metal into the fabric. So, at least that's my experience. Somebody else might tell you something different. I don't know.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Okay. Next cushion, and that's how we do it. We just one at a time, just wrap them up, and wrap them up. And then when I do this back piece, take these 2 cushions off, I'll run the rib all the way around the back of it, so you get like that ribbing around the back of the couch, like it would be at your grandma's house.
Yeah.
On her old couch. So we would take this wire here, since this is the back edge of the couch, and we would wrap it that way. So then when we glue the material on, you get that fun,
Got a little detail in there. Yeah.
that fun rib around the edge. That was fun to figure out. I had a good time with that. Trial and error, you know? That's how we do this. Even when it comes to painting figures. So now, we're just gonna rinse and repeat, you know? Same thing. Get that wire bent. And then use your wire snips to cut the wire. It does not, for some reason, it does not cut the material very well. So I'm going to get it where you want it, snip it, and it's cut inside the material, but the material is barely cut. So you're going to have to take your fabric shears, and fabric scissors are super important. If you don't have a pair of fabric scissors, you're going to be fucked. Just want you to know. Because fabric scissors you can't use with anything else. You can't cut paper with it or anything. They get dull, and then you can't fucking cut shit with them.
That's
and
the
my
one
kids
thing
have heard it.
That's the one thing I do know. I've heard it from my stepmom and Kim. They're like, you have to have a dedicated pair of scissors for cloth.
You do,
Don't use
yeah.
anything else.
And you don't have to buy a real expensive pair. Like these ones, came in a sewing kit. They're not that expensive. You just can't use them for anything else. That's all. Once you use those scissors for paper, they're...
Oh,
What is going on?
sorry. I hit the wrong button.
Oh. Are you okay over there?
Yeah.
What are you doing? I don't think they can hear that, but I can.
No, I know. My bad.
Yeah, we
I
don't
switched
hear it.
over to the YouTube,
Why?
and then it started playing.
Oh. So cutting those notches out where those corners are to help prevent overlapping and thick material underneath stuff is very important too. So then it'll lay flat and you don't have a fold. I know, this isn't the most exciting thing. Sorry, guys.
No, that's good.
It's informative.
I could smell dinner downstairs.
Ooh,
I
that
think
sounds
Kim made me
nice.
some breakfast burritos for dinner.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
Sounds good.
I love breakfast.
me too. I took scrambled eggs and sausages and rolled them up in croissants.
Croissants.
Yeah, like
Sounds
the
good. Yeah,
the kind
yeah.
you buy in the pop can.
Yep.
Yeah,
But more importantly,
with cheese. And then
okay.
I took those hash browns. You can buy like the frozen like rectangle hash browns,
Right.
you know?
Yep.
and leftover mashed potatoes, and I made like these hash brown mashed potato patties
Oh,
with 2 pieces of hash brown and mashed
That
potatoes in the middle.
that
Dude.
sounds good.
And like
Forget
baked,
it.
I baked the hash browns in the oven and heated up like the mashed potatoes, and then I put the mashed potatoes on one, smashed them together, and baked them a little longer. Oh, dude,
Man,
Yeah, forget about it.
it was
that
stupid
sounds
good.
delicious.
It was so fucking good.
I love potatoes.
That's a hell of a good idea right there. Learning
It
all
was
kinds
so
of
good.
stuff.
Yeah, with some dippy eggs. Oh man, that was the shit.
I
That was
love
so good.
potatoes in just about every form.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Well, I'm gonna wrap this last cushion, and then we can wrap it up, and we can continue next time because it's already 11:30.
Yeah, we've been
And
going for
I don't wanna
almost 2 hours.
Drag this
here.
out for too terribly long. I don't even know if anybody's still watching. So,
Oh, there's still people here.
Yeah, there's still
Oh,
people
yeah.
watching.
okay.
It's just quiet out there.
Like that music. So it has everybody in a trance. They're all hypnotized by
Uh-huh.
it
We're
working.
all just. It's so chill.
So besides Book of Boba Fett, anybody else watching anything interesting right now?
We finished
Oz-
up The Expanse.
Okay.
Ozark, watching that.
I didn't get into
finished,
Ozark yet.
I finished
Well,
Ozark.
not yet.
That's a goddamn train wreck of a show there.
Oh,
It's
God,
cool, though.
I
Newest
was-
season.
Yeah.
They're all train wrecks. And then it's a
Yeah.
very stressful
Yeah.
show to watch.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is, yeah,
It is big
yeah.
time.
And, like I was when Gary spilled the beans on me at BTM a couple weeks ago, or was it last
Uh-oh.
week? Like I thought that this was it, like, but they split the last season, so like it's not over yet. And I'm just
Oh
like,
no shit.
the funny thing is, this first half of the season, I feel like it ended up in a good spot where it didn't feel too rushed for. Because look, these guys have been, I forget how many seasons there are now, but it's one debacle after another.
Right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I was like, how are they gonna end it? Because like it's gonna feel like it just boom stops. But it's like this, the way the second season was, I was like they could end it here. Like I'd be satisfied if they could do it. Like this was a good ending point.
Mm-hmm.
But nope, they're gonna drag it on for some more stressful stuff. I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh god. Guys are
We
killing
started
me.
a new show that's really fucking weird.
It's so
Super
weird.
Bizarre.
Oh really?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's called Raised by Wolves, and it is fucking weird as shit.
So that's
It's on HBO,
HBO, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's on my watch list. Someday I'll get to that.
It's something else. I'm interested. I want to keep watching it, so it's not too weird, but it's pretty.
I mean, it's pretty
odd.
fucking weird, but
It's odd. you know?
it's I don't know. It's done very well.
The
What's
chick in
the,
it freaks him out
yeah,
more than anything.
the main mother,
Female character.
she just totally just
He's very weirded out by this person.
Mm.
What's the premise?
so it's like
End of the world.
yeah, it's
Okay.
like the end of the world, and they like
Looking
the
for
world
life
is
on other
divided
planets.
into like
Religious sects.
yeah, so like you got the believers and the non-believers, the anarchists or atheists. I mean,
Hmm.
but everybody's gonna fucking die, and there's these like
Arcs.
yeah,
Everybody's leaving Earth on an arc because we've
Oh.
destroyed the Earth.
but
That's
you have
cool.
to be of
That religious
the
belief
religious belief
to
to
go
get on
on
the
the
ark, and the atheists don't. Like they kind of just let it go, and I don't want to get too far into it just because
It explains,
it explains
itself.
itself pretty well.
Yeah. Like it's not hard to follow. It's just it's really strange. Kind of like you remember how in The Expanse you kind of just jump into the story.
Yeah.
It's kind of
It's
like that.
kind of like that.
Oh, you know what it reminds me of? Did you guys watch Lost in Space, the Netflix one?
No.
That one's a bit of a twist on the original premise of Lost in Space. I
Yeah,
think.
I've always been interested in seeing that, but just never.
So I
started
finally
watching
watched it. You told me to watch, so I finally watched it this year.
Yeah, I'm sitting here talking and realize I was muted. Yeah.
I hate that. I've done that before.
Yeah.
Expanse ended great. I love Ozark. I hate the wife. And Lost in Space is amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm caught up to what I'm trying to say.
I did that one time, Eric, and I kept talking, and Brian kept talking, like cutting me off. I'm like, God damn it, Brian, let me talk. And then I looked down at my little microphone thing at a slash suit, and I'm like, oh, you stupid ass, you're on mute.
And yeah, but Lost in Space is similar. It's like people are leaving Earth because I forget why. Something happened on Earth, and like it can't sustain the whole population anymore, or something like that. And yeah, you have to like take a test to qualify to be on like one of these arcs that need to leave, type of thing.
Wow.
And that's why people are in space, and then things happen which make them lost in space.
Wonderful.
They did really good job with that.
It's kind of like Ozark in space. It's very stressful. Every time you think they're going to fix one problem, another problem happens.
I wasn't quite sure if I was into it because I loved Lost in Space when I was young. Like I watched the reruns all the time and grew up watching that. And I loved the robot, you know what I mean? Like that was one of my favorite parts. And this new robot has me a little like, I don't know if I want to watch this.
It's very different from the original, but I still, and usually I'm like, why you make so many changes?
Yeah.
I'm the same way, but I do think they did a really good job with this one.
Okay. So maybe I should check it out then.
We just finished the next season of Yellowstone. You guys watch that?
I watched most of the first season. I'm having a hard time really getting into it.
Oh, I was hooked on that. Kim and I started watching it, and then started binging it. It's like, one more. We got to watch one more. See what happens. Then they were saying there might not even be another season, and it finally came out, and we pretty much went through that, and we're not sure what's going on next. They kind of set it up for another one.
I've been rewatching Shameless right now in my spare time.
I haven't seen that. My kids have watched it.
That show was wild. That show was wild.
And I did watch the first episode of that Vox Machina.
Did you fart again?
Vox.
Okay.
No, wait, it's Vox.
Vox Machina, yeah.
And yeah, like in the first 2 minutes, I'm like, all right, you kind of got my attention. Then I got distracted and it wasn't keeping my attention. But no, I'm gonna get
what is it?
Yeah.
It's on Amazon Prime called Vox Machina. It's
okay.
It's an anime show. Nick Grammer put me onto that one.
Oh, no kidding.
It's different. Think upon I don't know if I could describe it as like. So take that whole, take a bunch of Lord of the Rings guys, and just turn them into a bunch of degenerate assholes. That's kind of like the best way I could describe it.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it's not. So it's not futuristic. Like it sounds like it would be something sort of steampunk or.
No, it's very Lord of the Rings, sci-fi, fantasy.
No shit. Okay.
Elves, dragons, dwarves, that whole genre.
Okay. Cool.
Speaking of fantasy, Eric, I'm finally on the last Driss book.
Finally, there you go.
I got the trilogy. I can't remember what the trilogy is called, but it's the one about Zeknaphane and General Axel and all that.
Timeless, boundless, and relentless.
Yep. Those ones.
They started another one after that, right? Already.
There is another one?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's only one book so far. to the next trilogy. Then there's another book. I think it comes out in September. When the second book to that trilogy.
Well, there's gotta be something, because when that big spider thing got dressed finally,
yeah,
I'm like, well, there's got to be a whole goddamn story about where he fucking goes. So I haven't gotten up to what happens there yet. But those 3 books, I mean, all their books are great, but those ones are really great. I just hate it when they get off topic. You're all going along, and then all of a sudden it's the next chapter, and they start talking about something else. It's like, God damn it, I want to talk about this more.
Get back to this. Get back to this.
I don't want to hear about Regis right now. I want to hear about sword fights and shit. A lot of weird shit going on.
What books are those?
The Driss Jordan, the
Forgotten Realms.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like D&D stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
D&D.
Yeah, I think it's almost 40 books now.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot.
Jesus. They have an audio version.
They do have audiobooks for them.
They have a few, yeah.
JD likes to listen to audiobooks while he's driving to work.
I've never been able to get into audiobooks. I like to read.
Yeah, I like reading too.
I
listen to pod.
Shut
I
up. You have like a library downstairs and you don't know how to read.
No.
Sure.
I just listen to
Right.
pictures.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I've been reading the IDW Transformers over the last month.
Oh,
I never read much of it. I read some of it, not a lot of it. So I've been going through the whole thing, little by little. It's a very well fleshed out history for your Transformers.
Really?
It's not your G1, but they flesh it out pretty well.
Oh, very cool.
But the way they do the way they did them in these in the novels, the way they put them out, the volumes, it's 4 issues from this line, then it's like 3 issues from this one, then they throw a spotlight issue in. So it's how they feel you should read it. So you could get a little bit like, wait a minute, I'm reading this story, like you just said, hey, I want to get back to this, but now they're jumping into a whole nother different story.
Yeah.
And in the next volume, get back to what you were reading. So
We have them down there.
Yeah, I'm right there too.
I'm reading them on digital.
No, that's the old ones before they did that.
Oh.
That's still released through IDW, but
There you go, 2 cushions.
Look at that. And now you can see how leaving that space, giving yourself a little extra room, is really important, because now they almost butt up against the arms. See?
That looks really good, Jan.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And there's the bottom. And once it all dries, I'll take a lint roller to it and I'll pull most of the loose glue off of it. And I'll take an X-Acto knife to some of the dry spots to clean some of the dried glue that might be on the outside of the material off, just to, keep it clean. You want to, especially like because it's velvet and it's dark colored, you want to try to keep it as clean as possible. And sometimes you have to watch, because once you get some glue bleed through, if you're not using dark material, the glue bleed through will make it look dark. Like if you see the brown piece, this is real thin material. That's like glue staining in through there. But whenever I take a wash to it, I will stain the bottom of this so it looks old and worn, and you won't be able to see that as much. I'll actually take a black wash to the material.
it'll look like somebody peed in it.
Or somebody spilled a drink on the cushions and it leaked down into the bottom,
There you go. Even more realistic.
Right.
You should have Eric make you some coins.
I
Lost change.
It's really funny. I was trying to figure out how to do that for the turtles couch that we did. I was like, man, I really need to make some freaking, how do I get coins in here? Like somebody lost change and maybe a couple
TV
dollar
remote.
bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
A pepperoni.
A pepperoni from pizza.
Oh yeah, that'd be perfect.
Sardine.
Yeah. I mean, once you start really kind of digging into it, you start thinking of other elements you can add to it to make it seem even more realistic. So it takes like a diode display to another level, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doubles into details.
Is it unblurred at all? Probably not. There you go. Yeah. So it's just,
Very cool.
like I said, just taking a little time and giving it a little bit of attention. It's no sewing, so it's not anything that you know, if you're not comfortable with sewing and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about it. Anybody can make dio furniture. It's not hard.
None of this stuff's hard.
And like I said, like some of the, like these seams and stuff like that, where this piece was glued onto this, I just took the spackling in there, if you remember from last time I showed you guys, and made it finished so you can't see the seam except for down here. So spackling works really, really well on foam. So well. I actually follow this guy who makes these crazy sculptures out of foam and spackling, and they're really wild looking. Like he makes spiders and shit like that. They're like big.
Oh, wow.
And he just uses foam and spackling
Paint.
and paint. Yeah. But anyway, we'll stop there for now and take it a little further next time.
Pick it up next time.
Maybe I'll speed up a little bit and not be so nervous next time.
Yeah, you
What's
did
that
that nice
reason?
couch cushion in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Looks good.
That's like- Thanks.
Nothing to
See
be
you
nervous
going.
about.
Told you.
I'm not used to people watching me do stuff. I sit in my little corner of the project room and just kind of like do things on my own. Like the stained glass thing that I was working on. I just like to experiment. It's fun.
Playing
Yeah.
different materials. And
Took a weird dollar store plastic basket, one of those little tiny ones that have like all the weird shaped holes in them, and cut that up, painted it black, and then cut out pieces of colored plastic that they use on like sets for lighting. They like drop the different colored film in the
Oh, right,
lights
yeah.
for staging. And I bought a bunch of that from Amazon, and I cut that out to fit inside the weird little shapes of the basket, and took Mod Podge and like smacked it on there all weird, you know, like dabbed it on, and it dried all chunky. So it made the glass look old,
Oh,
made the
cool.
plastic look old. And then just glued 2 pieces of the plastic basket on either side of the plastic colored film, and it looks pretty cool. Like I'm super excited about it because it looks like an old window, and it looks wrought iron. It's pretty awesome. I still have some finishing to do to rust it up and stuff, but yeah, it came out pretty fun. Experiment.
yeah.
Just
When in doubt, just see if it'll work. Just
yeah.
try it out.
Yeah, I've got to try one with that one of these times.
Dabble in.
Hold on,
Oh, she's gonna grab it real quick. These dogs are ready to go poop their pants outside.
I doubt it.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool.
Neat.
Right on.
Yeah, that looks good.
I can't hear anything. Sorry. There. So they're on the back side of this back wall of this dio. I'll pop this one out.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Oh, okay.
So it's just, and I used foam around the edges so it would be easier. I used like that really thin black foam around the edges to glue the plastic into. to give it like an easy spot to squeeze it into another diode. But you see how like the Mod Podge made the plastic look all funny?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun to play with and figure
That's
out
cool.
and make look broken and all that. So yeah, I'm just finishing this one up because it's pretty much done.
That looks really good.
Thanks.
I need to get into doing that. At least make one that I can take pictures with or something.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I actually really like building diodes now that we've kind of got into it like this. It's a ton of fun to mess with like foam and colors and damaging stone and everything. Making
It's
that
very, very relaxing for me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm ready whenever you are.
Let's see here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and everybody that tunes in later on. And it's Eric. Tell them where you're at, buddy.
You guys can find me on Facebook, Eric Espada. I'm in the Facebook groups. Not hard to find.
Especially now you're on like all the shows now.
Yeah. No
It's
doubt.
funny.
New Brian Brink of the realm.
Give some Brian some competition.
EE's the
Mon-
flavor of the week.
E.E. Brink.
Flavor of the week.
Monday was my first time for ETR. This is my first time for ShelfGravy, so it's been nice.
I thought you were on
Thank
here
you, guys.
before. But
No,
maybe
I
I'm
haven't
thinking-
done yet.
I'm thinking of the the build night with Lowry.
Yeah, I did that a bunch of times.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Anyway, thanks for joining us, buddy, and you're welcome
Thanks
anytime.
for having me.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it was cool having you, Eric.
Mike, tell them where you're at, bud.
Mike Wells on Facebook, and in the chat Monday and Tuesday on the Realm channels, and here every other Wednesday.
Mr. Brink.
Well, you can find me at Brinkwiser on Instagram, and where I post once every 4 months. And yeah, tune in to the wonderful shows here on the Realm of Collectors YouTube station. Next appearance will be Monday night on ETR, doing the Robot news. Hopefully there's Robot news. I don't know. Maybe they're not.
Robots. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of slow here, huh?
Yep,
Maybe there'll be more Legends news.
maybe.
When does the Chinese New Year end?
Couple weeks, I think.
A couple weeks.
Yeah, I think it's like mid-February, something like that.
Yeah, because it kind of just started yesterday, I think.
Yesterday, yeah.
Year of the Tiger. Rawr.
I was looking at those
Rawr.
deformation space seekers.
Oh, buddy.
For what they look good. Oh, you got them? Of course you got them.
Nice.
Of course you got him.
Yeah. For the price, I mean they look pretty fucking good.
They are fucking good.
I like the back of the wing pillar things too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Heck yeah.
I don't really need any more seekers, but it's not really a matter of need, I suppose.
Just keep swapping out. Keep swapping
In
out.
another year, there's going to be a landfill just full of seekers.
I still have all
Island
my
of misfit
MP11
seekers.
molds. I had the make toys ones, then I sold them because they were kind of hot for the market.
Yeah, and they didn't even finish them.
Yeah, I didn't think they were, so I wasn't
Shame.
too broken up about it.
Well, where can they find you there, Hot Stuff?
Me,
Yeah.
You can find me on Facebook as Chandra Cooper if you really want to. You can find me on ETR. That's part of my Monday.
Oh yeah.
You can find me here with you guys every other Wednesday, building things, making stuff, and talking trash. And other than that, you can find me fighting with 4 dogs on a regular basis.
Yelling at them to no wrestling on the bed.
Or any of the furniture. They're not allowed to anymore.
Yeah.
Kiba and Chewy are nearly exactly the same size. She's just got a little more muscle than him.
Huh.
And yeah, they can't, she's 80 pounds. I can't have them wrestle around on furniture. But anyway, that's where you can find me if you really want to. Where can they find you?
You can find me right here on this very channel, various nights of the week. You can find me with my head down and poking holes in people. Check that out at Pigment Surgery on Instagram and Xbox Live if you want to play some video games. And yeah, like I said, here on this channel, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and yeah, that's about it.
That's it.
Right on.
Huh.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.
Nice.
Toodles!